Hello guys, welcome to Basic Nursing Classes. Myself Amanpreet. In today's video, we are going to discuss a very basic and a very important topic in nursing, and that is burns. Okay, we are going to discuss each and everything which is important from exam point of view about the burns. Okay, so let's start. Firstly, the burns, it is basically the destruction of the cells which are in the layers of skin. Okay, so it is a cell destruction of the layers of the skin. Okay, and we know the different layers of the skin. These, firstly, the first superficial layer of the skin, that is epidermis, and below epidermis there is dermis, and after that there is subcutaneous fat, and after fat there are muscles or tendons, and after the muscles these are then associated with the bones. Okay, so that are the different layers of skin, and any destruction to these layers is called burns. Okay, so these burns can be due to many causes. There are many external causes. The first cause, you can say, it can be due to heat. Okay, and it can be due to any friction like any abrasion. Okay, and it can be due to electricity, or there can be chemical causes, the exposure like the smoke or any chemical element. Okay, and some radiations like the sun rays or x-rays, gamma rays. Okay, so different radiations. So these are the basic external sources which can cause the burns. Now let's move on to the classification. Firstly, we can classify the burns according to their size. Okay, so these burns can be small in size and these can be in large in size. When we say the burn is small in size, so we have to measure the area. If the burn is located only to the localized area, to a specific part of the body, and also the inflammatory response, the immune response that from the body, it is also localized, then it is a small burn. Okay, but if the response of the body, it is not localized, and the burn area, the body surface area which is burnt, that is more than 25%, okay, of the body in adults, so in that case the burn will be large in size. Okay, we will say the burn area is large. Okay, and in that case the response from the body, the inflammatory response from the body, will not be localized, it will be systemic. Okay, it is more than 25% or 25% body surface area in adults, but in case of children it is counted as 10%. Okay, if the body surface area of the infant or child, it is 10% or more than 10%, then we call it is a large burn. Okay, and the body surface area which we can, the total body surface area which we can measure, it can be measured by a formula, that is height into weight. Then we have to divide it by 3600, and after that the whole value is, then we have to do the square root. Okay, so square root of height into weight upon 3600, and in this case the height has to be in centimeters, not in meters, not in feet, and the weight has to be in kgs, not in pounds. Okay, and the value which comes after that, it is in meter square. Okay, so this is the formula for measuring the total body surface area of anybody, and to measure the body surface area which is involved in the burns, that we will discuss later in rule of nines. Okay, now let's move on to another classification which we can classify the burns according to their depth. Okay, according to how much layers or which layers are involved in the burns. Okay, so firstly we are going to discuss about the superficial burns, which only involve the epidermis. Okay, so that is superficial thickness burn, which involves only the epidermis, so no dermis is damaged. And then the area which is involved in the burn, that is pink or red, that is also called erythema. Okay, and there is skin blanching with pressure present. When we apply pressure to the skin, then only the skin blanching occurs, otherwise no skin blanching is present. Okay, plus because there is only epidermis involved in this case, so no blisters are formed in this type of burns. Okay, there will be obviously pain will be present, and to relieve the pain we can do the cooling measures. Okay, we can use the cooling measures to relieve the pain, plus there can be some tingling sensation present. Okay, and this burn can be healed in 3 to 6 days. Okay, it doesn't take so long. Okay, and in this case we don't need any skin graft, no grafting is needed, because only the superficial layer is involved, and after healing there is no scar formation. Okay, so this is the basic thing you have to remember about superficial burn. And let's move on to some deep, the partial thickness. Superficial partial thickness, so in this case there will be involvement of epidermis, plus there is some deep injury to the dermis. Okay, the whole dermis will not be involved, but it will be a part of dermis which will be involved. Okay, so because the dermis is involved, so it will lead to blister formation, there will be blisters. Okay, and because there are blisters, so it can lead to edema also. Okay, these are also the skin becomes edematous, swelling is present, and because there is edema and there's blisters, it can lead to pain. Okay, and to relieve the pain, again we can use the cooling measures. Okay, and this burn from external appearance, this is pink to red. Okay, plus it is wet to shiny in appearance. Okay, and in this burn, the grafting, it can be used in some cases, and because grafting we are using over here, so scarring, minor pigmentation, minor scarring, it can be present, and the healing occurs in 10 to 21 days, so it takes a bit long. Okay, now let's move on to deep partial thickness burn. In deep partial thickness burn, it leads further deep into the dermis. Okay, so it will involve epidermis plus and more deep area, deeper into the dermis, that will be involved. Okay, and in this case, because almost the dermis is involved, so blister formation it doesn't occur because of the dead tissue layer. Okay, because almost the tissue is dead over there because of burning, so blister formation it's not happening over here. Okay, and the wound surface, it looks red and dry. Okay, and plus where the wound is very deep, okay, so in that cases the wound can appear white. It can be red and dry, but where the injury is deep, where the burn is deep, the appearance will be white. Okay, and edema, it will be present. Okay, and it takes more longer time to heal, and grafting can be required in some cases, and obviously it takes 3 to 6 weeks to heal, and after that scar formation is still there. Okay, and in next video we are going to discuss about the full thickness burn, which is more deeper, and about the rule of nines, by which we can measure the how much body surface area is involved in the burns, how to calculate it. Okay, so till then, good luck.